Hello everyone, this is me Alquan, and before we get back to this video, I want you to go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's get back to this video. Hello everybody, this is me Alquan, and welcome to another episode of the official Alquan the GS Guide. And today is a sad day because today is September 11th. Some of you might say, why is September 11th a sad day? It's just a day. It's not just a day, it's a horrible day for New York City, for the people in New York City, and the citizens of New York City, and that is the 9/11 attack. The September 11 attacks, also known as 9/11, were four coordinated Islamist terrorist suicide attacks by Al-Qaeda against the United States in 2001. 19 terrorists hijacked four commercial airliners, two of which were flown into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. In response to the global attacks, the United States waged the global war on terror over multiple decades to eliminate hostile groups deemed terrorist organizations, as well as the governments purported to support them. Ringleader Mohammed Atta flew American Airlines Flight 11 into the North Tower of the World Trade Center complex at 8:46 a.m. 17 minutes later, at 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 hit the South Tower. Both collapsed within an hour and 42 minutes, destroying the remaining 5 structures in the complex. American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon at 9:37 p.m., causing a partial collapse. The Federal Aviation Administration ordered an indefinite group ground stop for all air traffic in the United States airspace, preventing any further aircraft departures until September the 13th of that year, and requiring all airborne aircraft to return to their point of origin or divert to Canada. That evening, the Central Intelligence Agency informed President George W. Bush that its Counterterrorism Center had identified the attacks as having been the work of Al-Qaeda under the Osama bin Laden. The United States responded by launching the war on terror and invading Afghanistan to expose the Taliban, which rejected United States terms to expel Al-Qaeda from Afghanistan and extradited its leaders. NATO's invocation of Article 5 to the North Atlantic Treaty, its only usage to date, called upon allies to fight Al-Qaeda. The presence of the United States military bases in Saudi Arabia and sanctions against Iraq. The nearly decade-long manhunt for bin Laden concluded in May 2011, meaning it ended when he was killed during a United States military raid on his compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. The war in Afghanistan continued for another 8 years until the agreement was made in February 2020 for NATO American troops to withdraw from the country. The attacks killed 2,977 people, injured thousands more, and more, gave rise to substantial long-term health consequences. The crashes of Flight 11 and Flight 175 were the deadliest aviation disasters of all time, and the collision of Flight 77 with the Pentagon resulted in the 4th highest number of ground fatalities in a plane crash in history. The destruction of the World Trade Center and its environs, located in Manhattan's financial district, seriously harmed the United States economy and induced global market shocks. Many other countries strengthened anti-terrorism legislation and expanded their powers of law enforcement and intelligence agencies. The total number of deaths caused by the attacks, combined with the death tolls from the conflicts they directly incited, has been estimated by the Cost of War Project to be over $4.5 million. In a second 1998, bin Laden outlined his objections to American foreign policy with respect to Israel, as well as the continued presence of American troops in Saudi Arabia after the Gulf War. Bin Laden maintained that Muslims are obliged to attack American targets. The Hamburg cell in Germany included Islamists who eventually came to be key operatives in the 9/11 attacks. Bin Laden asserted that all Muslims must wage a defense war against the United States and combat American aggression. He further argued that military strikes against American assets would send a message to the American people, a tempting force to the United States to re-evaluate its support to Israel and other aggressive policies. The National Commission on Terrorist Attacks upon the United States, popularly known as the 9/11 Commission, chaired by Thomas Keane, and was formed later 2002 to prepare a thorough account of the circumstances surrounding the attacks. The report detailed the events leading up to the attacks, concluding that they were carried out by Al-Qaeda. The commission also examined how security and intelligence agencies were inadequately coordinated to prevent the attacks. I gotta say, I gotta be so lucky that I wasn't born in the 9/11 attacks in 2001, because it was a sad year for New York City, especially. I'm talking about New York City. It was a sad year for New York City. 9/11, we will never forget. All these people that have died, all these people who were at work. We can never forget how the plane struck the Twin Towers. Rest in peace, Twin Towers. It's been 24 years since this 9/11 attack, and it's been 24 years since the Twin Towers has been destroyed and killed by airplanes. And it was just a devastating year for everybody and the people of New York City. This is me, Alquan, and I will see you at the next episode. Hello everyone, this is me, Alquan. And if you like this video, I want you to go like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, keep learning and you will know a lot.